president will have to be replaced. Do you understand?
Of course. For the good of the country.
For the good of the country.
איסקדר ואיסקדר שמרבו ויול מודי וכיסא וימליך מלכיסא וחייכם יומכם וחיים דכל בייס ישראל בגובו זמן קורי ואמרי ומן.
I thought this would be a convenient meeting place. We can talk on holy ground. Talk on holy ground. And you can find a burial plot for the old man at the same time.
Don't push it, Drake.
Where's your sense of humor?
What do you want?
To make sure we still have an understanding. You're angry. He had a gun. That old bastard has killed dozens of men in his time.
You murdered his wife and children.
I had a plan. They were one of the details.
They weren't details, Drake. They were people.
What's your point?
My point is they had a right to live.
I have nothing. This is our world and we are its masters.
You're wrong.
Our world and we are its masters.
You're wrong.
Our world and we are its masters.
You're wrong.
Our world and we are its masters.
You're wrong.
Who is the original builder of civilization?
We should be his teachers. They build the civilizations, they make the history. While we...
Who is the original man? Who makes the history of civilization, not the fake stories of stolen knowledge?
Civilizations, they make the history. While 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 civilizations, they make the history. While...
Do you know who created GPS, the Matrix movie, the artificial heart?
We live in the shadows killing each other. What have you ever created? Have you ever created? Have you ever created? Have you ever created? Except chaos and death. 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 Except chaos and death.
Maybe I'm not perfect, but I'm good at my job.
Watching it all come crashing down. Watching it all come crashing down. Watching it all come crashing down.
Eventually, this W-Beast world will come crashing down. Only your black awakening to your God self and proclamation of your subconscious will destroy this matrix and rebirth Mayat. Fully melanated people created all things, all genres of music, all instruments, all languages, all yoga systems, all current technologies were once before. All is Wi-Fi, which is magnetism. Did you know the pyramids were natural solar generators? They were topped with a crystal.
Sooner than you think.
You're a totally evil bastard, aren't you?
I'm an immortal, MacLeod, like you.
You're not like me.
Suit yourself.
Welcome to another episode of What I Learned from Bobby Hemmett. I will try to directly and immediately read notes. You have already seen the video and I just put some pointers in there, but now I will re-summarize it. Point 1. Holy ground is a cemetery. If you look up the word cemetery, the etymology of that means sleeping place. Holy ground is where you bury your forefathers, therefore it is holy. In the series Highlander, the immortals cannot fight on holy ground. Okay, that's just a premise in the story. So that is why the character said that. These two guys should be enemies, and but because they're on holy ground, they don't fight. One of the characters says, point 2, one of the characters says, "This is our world. We are its masters." Okay? The cover-up is the words they say are revealing the white beast. Okay? So whose world is this? Whose world are we in? Who runs this world? The white beast. Point 3. The other character, well, one of the characters says, "You have created nothing but chaos and death." Well, look around you right now. We're in big chaos right now. If you can't see that history is full of chaos, just look at what's happening around you, okay? And it's complete, total chaos and death at the zenith level. This is like their last stand, their last hurrah, this is their last battle for the world before everything, before their world gets destroyed. Occult truth is sometimes just squeezed into a story. It is cleverly squeezed in with just a quote or two, not necessarily the whole storyline. This video clip showed you exactly that. So now, that ends another episode of What I Learned from Bobby Hemmett. We wish for you increased consciousness, and if you did not get the idea presented, you can choose to take the red pill or the blue pill, which means, in this case, the way that I'm using it, forget about it. Or you can simply ask yourself, ask the ancestors to give you more knowledge to overstand and understand what was presented and how you can increase your consciousness. It is that easy. Do not let any other person or any other video tell you that you need to do rituals or join a group or go through levels or eat certain foods or meditate. You don't need to do anything, because meditate means medium. And you are the meditator already. You're always meditating. For women, when you don't need somebody looking up your crotch. Sorry to be frank. I'm being very real here. In retrospect,